Pleiku Air Base, Republic of Vietnam Air Force Base, 1966 and 67. This is in the Central Highlands of Vietnam. You're looking out from the perimeter fence to the rice paddies that almost surround the base. And there's some of the Vietnamese farmers in their fields farming rice. And the guard tower, which is on the perimeter fence. And this is looking back at the runway. It's going down to our range area, and this is an A-1E Skyraider, a World War II plane that's flown by the 1st Air Commando Squadron, used for close air support and search and rescue of downed pilots. This is a C-141 transport plane. This is our center dog section doing exercises, training. You have to do this periodically to keep the dogs in shape. This is held on our firing range. You can see the targets in the background. The dogs sometimes get pretty rambunctious. They do all kinds of obstacle work. Dogs have to learn to do all these things. And they need lots of water during the day because it gets hot.
What do they use the dogs for?
Patrolling the dogs are used for patrolling the fence line, the perimeter. They would detect anybody trying to come in, Viet Cong or whoever. And that's one of the tamer dogs. This is squadron barbecue with our host Vietnamese Air Force security police. Our unit is a 633rd Security Police Squadron. And we did this occasionally to promote camaraderie.
Feed you pretty well on the bases too?
Yeah, more or less. The officers ate in the officers club in the enlisted mess.
You recognize any of the people?
Not offhand. There's our squadron commander in the middle on the bottom row, and the second from the right, Captain Dillon. In a promotion ceremony, he got promoted to captain.
They're accentuating the bars on his shoulder.
Right.
Kind of a hazing type of thing.
No, it's just just to emphasize it, I guess.
Yeah.
We probably got the stakes from the Army. tank just off the main gate. Pleiku Air Base was surrounded by other military installations. The base was not very big, but it was an old French base back in the 40s and 50s. So there was still a lot of the buildings were built by the French. That's communication towers. Here's the Vietnamese farmers out in their fields working and burning garbage and waste. These fields are just right off our perimeter. And a water buffalo. Several.
These are more rice fields.
Yeah, they were all rice fields. It's kind of the dry season there, so they're preparing the ground for planting. These are our mama sons who washed our clothing, laundry. We paid them each month for their services.
How much?
I don't remember. And that's a commercial airliner. And this is a ride in the base rescue helicopter surveying the perimeter. That's a Vietnamese prison camp. The end of the runway. And then other installations around the base. We had the 4th Infantry Division, who was about 10 clicks out, but we had a 25th Infantry Division artillery base, Green Beret base camp, 2 Corps headquarters is up on the hill. That's a Vietnamese installation, kind of an outpost thing. They made them in a triangular shape because they're easier to defend. You see the trenches going back and forth from side to side. And that's also had a Hmong village outside the base. Those are the houses you'll see on stilts. And I don't remember the name of the lake or reservoir. That's 2 Corps headquarters on the hill. Vietnam was divided up into 5 areas, and we were in the 2 Corps area. Those are communication towers there. More rice paddies in the lower parts of the area. It was hilly. Our security police headquarters is right along the runway there, or the parking ramp. The revetments for the A1Es. They had both Vietnamese Air Force A1Es and the USAF A1Es. The yellow flag is the Vietnamese flag. We had quite a few power-driven airplanes stationed there. The runway wasn't long enough for jet fighters except in an emergency. In Pleiku City, the Army military police had an office there, or a post. So it wasn't a very big city. More like a small town.
Most of the vehicles personal.
Well, a lot of military vehicles, but like that one right there was a taxi or a small truck. You see, their construction was very good.
It's like a market area.
Yeah, they had little shops all along there.
Are their homes intermixed with the shops?
Yeah, the families would live behind their shop or above it.
Like in Taiwan.
Those are the Hmong village structures. Hmongs were hill people. I don't know who that was.
He didn't want to be filmed.
Those are more moms.
Yeah, those are homes. And that's part of the base.
What are all those buildings?
Yeah, just part of the base buildings, and that may have been part of the ammo dump. So you can see the base was up on a ridge, and then all these other things were all around it.
That's
Very
it.
good, David.